Narcissists, masters at hiding their true emotions behind a glamorous and charming facade. But don't let appearances fool you. Beneath their polished exterior lies intense insecurity and uncontrollable envy. When faced with your success, happiness, or achievements, this envy doesn't just simmer within them, it drives them to act in ways to bring you down, no matter the cost. They don't attack you overtly. Instead, they employ subtle tactics like fake compliments to disarm you, emotional manipulation to make you doubt yourself, and even attempts to disrupt the precious relationships around you. They weaponize their envy, aiming not just to see you fail but to make themselves feel superior. Have you ever noticed that their compliments seem insincere? That their friendly gestures suddenly feel strange or carry hidden intentions? If you've ever felt uneasy around a narcissist, it's not a coincidence. They are trying to exploit your vulnerabilities to their advantage, regardless of the consequences you may face. In today's video, we'll uncover the behaviors narcissists exhibit when they're envious of you. I'll help you identify their subtle signs, from seemingly harmless words to deeply malicious actions. More importantly, I'll guide you on how to build a protective shield to maintain your self-worth and avoid being dragged into the toxic whirlwind they create. This isn't just a psychological topic. It's the key to escaping manipulation, pain, and the detrimental effects narcissists can have on your life. Let's unveil the secrets of how narcissists act when they're jealous and how you can live confidently and powerfully without being influenced by them. This video will be your first step toward recognizing your strength and protecting what matters most, your soul and your values. Let's get started. First, let's dive deeper into understanding why narcissists are jealous of you. The answer lies in their complex and unstable psyche, where fragile emotions and an insatiable need for validation fuel their envy. A narcissist's jealousy isn't just a fleeting feeling. It's like a smoldering fire that flares up whenever they feel you surpass them or steal the spotlight they desperately crave. At their core, narcissists never feel enough. They constantly seek attention and admiration from others to feed their fragile ego. Yet, paradoxically, no amount of respect or recognition ever fills the emptiness inside them. When they see you succeeding, exuding confidence, or radiating happiness, it serves as a painful reminder of what they lack, or worse, they feel as though you are overshadowing them. This pulls them into an endless cycle of comparison. They can't stop measuring themselves against you, but in the narcissist's mind, these comparisons always leave them at a disadvantage. They don't see the effort you've invested in your success. They only feel the sting of their own insecurities when you shine. Your achievements, even momentary ones, are enough to shake the perfect image they try so hard to project to others. For narcissists, attention is their lifeblood. When you draw the spotlight through your achievements or personality, they feel as though you are stealing the only energy source that sustains them. Rather than celebrating your success, they feel resentment, as if your radiance is a personal affront. To them, the world isn't a place for shared success, it's a battlefield where there are only winners and losers. Moreover, the narcissist's lack of empathy prevents them from objectively appreciating your accomplishments. In their eyes, anyone more successful is a threat. They fail to understand that the world doesn't revolve around them, and instead of viewing you as someone to learn from, they see you as a rival to be outdone or even eliminated. Perhaps most unsettling is that narcissists don't just envy what you've achieved, they envy you. They want what you have: your confidence, independence, genuine relationships, or even your way of living. But rather than striving to improve themselves, they choose to undermine you, as it's the easier path to feeling superior. However, a narcissist's envy doesn't remain a quiet internal struggle, it transforms into action. And this is where things become concerning. When they feel threatened by your success, confidence, or happiness, they begin employing subtle but destructive tactics to manipulate, sabotage, and diminish your value in the eyes of others. They might start with seemingly harmless compliments laced with undertones meant to bring you down. Or they may try to get close to you, not to build a genuine connection, but to gather information and exploit your vulnerabilities as weapons against you. Sometimes they won't hesitate to tarnish your reputation behind your back, spreading false narratives just to dim your light. So how can you identify these behaviors? What do narcissists do when their envy takes over? In the next section, we'll uncover the subtle and calculated actions they use, from psychological manipulation to outright sabotage. More importantly, I'll share strategies to prevent yourself from being drawn into the toxic whirlwind they create. Let's continue exploring to better understand and protect yourself from this harmful dynamic. First action, pretending to care to get close to you. When narcissists feel jealous of you, they will not reveal their true emotions immediately. Instead, they start with a subtle tactic, pretending to care and acting unusually close to you. This is not genuine concern, but the first step in a manipulation plan to control and diminish you. You might notice that they suddenly pay more attention to your life, frequently offering compliments or asking questions with a sweet tone. They may say flowery words like, "You're amazing, I wish I could be like you," or "The way you do that is incredible, you have to teach me how." At first, this might make you feel special or appreciated, but upon closer inspection, you'll notice the insincerity in the way they speak, as though they are acting rather than expressing genuine feelings. What is their goal? Firstly, they want to lower your defenses. By appearing as a trustworthy companion, they can get closer to you, learning about your strengths, weaknesses, and important personal details. This becomes the foundation for them to use these as tools for manipulation or sabotage in the future. Secondly, they want to ensure you remain under their control. Pretending to be close to you is their way of keeping you nearby, so they can continue to monitor and intervene when necessary. A subtle but important sign is how you feel when you are around them. No matter how friendly they appear, you might feel a sense of unease or discomfort without knowing why. This is your intuition warning you that something is not right. Listen to your feelings. If someone suddenly becomes too friendly or overly interested without a clear reason, be cautious. This could be the first sign that they are planning to manipulate or undermine you. In the next section, we will continue to uncover the subtle tactics that narcissists use when jealousy drives their actions. Second action, fake compliments to undermine you. After pretending to be close and caring, narcissists move on to another subtle action, praising you, but not to elevate you, instead, to make you doubt yourself. These compliments, which at first glance may seem positive, often contain hidden mockery, belittlement, or implications that you don't deserve your success. A narcissist might say things like, "Oh, you're so lucky to have gotten that job. It must be because you know the right people," or "You look great, but you'd look even better if you put in a little more effort." They know how to choose their words carefully to make you feel uncertain about your worth, even doubting the achievements you've worked hard to accomplish. What is their goal? First, they want you to devalue yourself. When you begin to doubt your abilities and accomplishments, you become easier for them to manipulate. Secondly, they want to control how others perceive you. These backhanded compliments are often dressed in front of others to plant seeds of doubt about your abilities within your community. The unique aspect of this action is their skill in using language. Narcissists understand that direct criticism may provoke resistance, but a fake compliment can subtly infiltrate your mind, making you question yourself. How can you recognize this? Pay attention to how you feel after receiving a compliment. If their words make you feel uneasy, confused, or cause you to doubt yourself, it's a sign that they are deliberately manipulating you. Also, observe the context. These compliments are often made in the presence of others to subtly lower your reputation without triggering immediate resistance. Remember, a genuine compliment will make you feel appreciated and encouraged, while a fake compliment will only bring insecurity. Don't let these subtle tactics affect your perception of your worth. In the next section, we'll explore the third action narcissists take when their jealousy escalates. Third action, spreading rumors and smearing your reputation. As a narcissist's jealousy intensifies, they will take a more dangerous step, spreading rumors and smearing your reputation. This is how they deliberately harm your image in the eyes of others, aiming to devalue you while elevating their own position. Narcissists might begin by spreading false stories, exaggerating truths, or completely distorting what you've said or done. They often choose a friendly tone, saying things like, "I'm not sure if you know this, but I heard that," or "I'm really worried about them. It seems like something's been off lately." These statements, while seemingly coming from concern, are actually meant to plant doubt and diminish your credibility. What is their goal? First, they want to dim your spotlight. By spreading negative stories, they hope others will stop valuing you as much. Secondly, they aim to isolate you. When people around you start doubting or distancing themselves from you, you become an easier soft target, more vulnerable to their manipulation and control. This behavior is often subtle and not immediately noticeable. Narcissists know how to do this indirectly, through seemingly harmless conversations or by whispering in others' ears. They may also exploit moments when you are vulnerable or make mistakes, amplifying them to make you appear far worse than reality. How can you recognize this? If you start hearing negative rumors about yourself from unknown sources, or if you notice people around you suddenly changing their attitude, it's likely the narcissist is behind it. They rarely confront you directly but prefer to work behind the scenes, leveraging your trust and relationships against you. Maintain confidence in your value and don't let rumors shake your spirit. Confronting a narcissist directly often doesn't work, but setting clear boundaries and keeping your distance is crucial. More importantly, build genuine relationships with those around you. This will form a strong defense against the smear tactics narcissists use. In the next section, we'll delve into the fourth action, a more cunning strategy narcissists employ as their jealousy continues to fuel their toxic behavior. Fourth action, sabotaging your success and relationships. When a narcissist's jealousy escalates, they won't hesitate to directly interfere to destroy what you have achieved. From personal successes and career accomplishments to important relationships, they will find ways to bring them down. This is one of their most dangerous tactics, as it not only targets your reputation, but also severely impacts your life. Narcissists may sabotage your success by causing trouble or hindering you indirectly. At work, they might spread false information or manipulate colleagues to create difficulties for you. They may also accidentally slow down your progress, refuse to collaborate, or even ruin projects that you've worked hard to complete. In personal relationships, they might pretend to care but exploit the information you share to create divisions between you and those closest to you. Another common strategy is sowing doubt between you and the people around you. They might secretly badmouth you to friends or colleagues, creating misunderstandings and conflicts. This leaves you feeling isolated and deprived of the support from your valuable relationships. Why do they do this? Narcissists cannot tolerate you having something they lack, whether it's success, genuine relationships, or the trust of others. Undermining you not only makes them feel better, but also gives them the chance to claim the spotlight they always crave. How can you recognize it? If your plans or relationships seem to face unusual obstacles repeatedly, or if people around you start questioning your sincerity or abilities without reason, a narcissist might be behind it all. They operate subtly, making it seem as though circumstances or even your own actions are to blame, while they secretly pull the strings from behind the scenes. How to deal with it? Be cautious with personal information you share, especially with someone you suspect of narcissistic tendencies. Always maintain professionalism and transparency in your work to avoid falling into their traps. In personal relationships, remain steadfast and communicate clearly with those close to you. Don't let malicious gossip erode trust between you and them. Fifth action, gaslighting, making you doubt yourself. When previous sabotage attempts fail to satisfy their jealousy, narcissists resort to one of the most toxic psychological tactics, gaslighting. This is a form of emotional manipulation where they deliberately make you doubt your memory, perceptions, and feelings, causing you to lose confidence in yourself. Narcissists distort the truth or twist events to make you feel like you are in the wrong. For example, if you recall them saying something hurtful, they might respond, "I never said that, you're imagining things." Or if you feel upset by their actions, they might retort, "You're too sensitive, it wasn't a big deal." By saying such things, they aim to make you question your ability to judge and feel accurately. This gaslighting strategy serves two main purposes. First, they want to erode your confidence, making you rely on their guidance and validation. When you no longer trust your own memory or emotions, they can easily control you. Second, they want to divert attention from their toxic behavior. By shifting blame to you or changing the narrative, they confuse you and keep you from focusing on their wrongdoings. Gaslighting often happens gradually and subtly, to the point where you might not realize you are being manipulated. At first, you might feel slightly uncomfortable or confused, but over time, if unchecked, you may end up doubting yourself, feeling disoriented, or even experiencing anxiety or depression. How to recognize it? Pay attention to moments when you feel conflicted about your own memories or emotions, especially when the narcissist repeatedly denies or alters the truth. Another red flag is if you constantly find yourself apologizing or justifying yourself, even when you know you've done nothing wrong. How to deal with it? Hold on to your confidence and trust in your perceptions. Keep records of significant events, including what was said or done, so you have a clear point of reference. Most importantly, seek support from people you trust, those who can confirm the truth and help you maintain your belief in yourself. Gaslighting is a powerful tool narcissists use to control, but once you're aware of it, its power diminishes. Sixth action, creating toxic competition. When narcissists fail to destroy your value through other tactics, they shift to another strategy, creating toxic competition. This is their way of forcing you into a race you never wanted, just to prove that they are superior to you in every way. Narcissists may try to make you feel like you are constantly competing with them, whether it's about achievements at work, physical appearance, possessions, or even attention from others. They might openly brag about their accomplishments or directly compare you to others they deem better than you. For instance, they could say, "I just got promoted. I wonder when you'll get an opportunity like that." Or, "You're good, but I think they're better suited for this role." Their goal is not only to bring you down, but also to create a stressful environment where you feel like you constantly have to prove yourself. They want you to get caught up in a pointless race they've set up, leaving you drained while they maintain control. Furthermore, they use this competition as a way to manipulate your emotions, making you feel like you're never good enough. This tactic also helps narcissists gain the attention they crave. By positioning themselves as the center of all comparisons, they draw focus from those around them while simultaneously overshadowing you. How to recognize it? If you start feeling like you're being dragged into unwanted comparisons or competitions, it's a clear sign. They will frequently highlight what they have or what you lack, making you feel pressured to keep up with them, even though you never intended to compete. How to deal with it? Remember, you don't have to play their game. Your success and value do not need to be compared to anyone else's, especially not to a narcissist's fabricated benchmarks. Set clear boundaries, refuse to engage in their competitions, whether direct or indirect, and focus on living authentically according to your own values. In the next section, we'll delve into the seventh action, a dangerous tactic narcissists use to push you to the very edge of insecurity and exhaustion. Seventh action, threatening and applying psychological pressure. When subtle tactics fail to yield results, narcissists escalate to a more forceful move, threatening and applying psychological pressure. This is their way of trying to control you by instilling fear, insecurity, or so much stress that you feel unable to resist. Narcissists may use words or actions to threaten you directly or indirectly. For instance, they might say, "If you don't do it my way, don't blame me for the consequences." Or they may make veiled threats such as, "I don't want to say this, but you know what I'm capable of." Sometimes these threats don't involve physical violence. They may revolve around ruining your reputation, sabotaging your career, or damaging your personal relationships. Additionally, they may apply psychological pressure by making you feel responsible for pleasing them or face the consequences. Statements like, "If you truly cared, you'd do this for me," or "If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this situation," are classic examples. They use guilt and a sense of obligation to manipulate you, making you feel like you have no choice but to comply. What is their goal? Narcissists use threats and psychological pressure to strip you of your confidence and control over your own life. They want to trap you in a cycle of fear and insecurity, where every decision you make is influenced by them. They also aim to isolate you, leaving you with no support system so that they become the only person you can rely on. How to recognize it. Pay attention to how you feel when interacting with them. If you constantly feel anxious, threatened, or afraid to make your own decisions, that's a clear sign. Particularly, if you notice them using your personal information or weaknesses to pressure you, it's time to reevaluate the boundaries you need to set. How to deal with it. Stand your ground and remind yourself that you are not responsible for their emotions or actions. Learn to say no without feeling guilty and avoid letting them push you into situations where you lose control. If necessary, don't hesitate to seek support from trusted individuals or mental health professionals to break free from this toxic cycle. This seventh action is a bold and intense move by the narcissist, but if you are aware of it, you'll have the strength to protect yourself. Eighth action, playing the victim to make you feel guilty. When direct actions such as threats or competition don't achieve their desired results, narcissists switch to a more subtle tactic, playing the victim. This is how they turn the tables, making you feel as though all mistakes or problems stem from you, and that you are responsible for fixing them. Narcissists may exaggerate or distort circumstances to make you believe they are enduring immense suffering because of you. They might say, "I've done everything for you, and this is how you treat me." Or if I've done anything wrong, it's only because you pushed me to this point. They don't hesitate to come up with dramatic stories, often untrue or heavily exaggerated, to create the impression that they are the one being wronged. What is their goal? Playing the victim allows narcissists to make you feel guilty and simultaneously control your emotions. When you feel at fault, you're more likely to give in to their demands, meet their expectations, or try to make things right to ease your guilt. Additionally, this tactic helps them gain sympathy and attention from others, isolating you further and weakening your support system. This behavior is particularly dangerous because it deeply impacts your psychology. You may begin doubting yourself, wondering if you truly did something wrong. The guilt they instill can leave you disoriented, feeling like you must fix the relationship by sacrificing your own needs and values. How to recognize it. Pay attention to how they respond during conflicts or challenging situations. If they always shift the blame to you, even when the issue is unrelated to you, or if they frequently talk about their struggles as though you caused them, that's a clear sign they're using the victim role to manipulate you. How to deal with it. The most important thing is to hold on to the truth. Step back and objectively evaluate the situation. Do their accusations make sense? Remember that you are not responsible for their feelings or circumstances. Don't let guilt drag you into their manipulation. Instead, set boundaries and seek support from trusted individuals to shield yourself from this psychological control. Playing the victim is one of the most insidious tactics narcissists use, but once you recognize it, you can resist it by standing firm and not allowing them to shape your emotions. Secrets to overcoming the toxic jealousy of narcissists. Facing the jealousy of a narcissist is not just a challenge, it's a battle of subtle psychological warfare. Narcissists don't just try to make you feel inferior, they manipulate you to control your emotions in your life. But this is your moment to rise stronger than ever and reclaim control over your life. The first step in dealing with a narcissist is to set clear boundaries. Don't confuse firmness with rigidity. Setting boundaries isn't about alienating them, but about protecting yourself from their toxic behaviors. Narcissists often try to invade your personal space, force you to compromise, or push you to do things that aren't right for you. Remember, you have the right to say no without guilt. A firm no is more powerful than you might think. It sends the message that you won't allow yourself to be controlled. When they provoke you, stay calm. Narcissists thrive on pushing you into emotional outbursts because they know that when you react with anger or panic, they gain the upper hand. Instead of responding, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you don't need to play by their rules. Staying calm not only helps you hold your ground, but also denies them the stage they crave. A common mistake when dealing with narcissists is oversharing personal information. They may pretend to care or empathize, but in reality, they're collecting ammunition to use later. Be mindful of what you share. Ask yourself, could this information be used against me? Keeping crucial details private is one way to safeguard yourself from their schemes. Finally, accept this truth: you cannot change a narcissist. They do not see their flaws and often reject any attempts to help them. Instead of wasting energy trying to change them, invest in yourself. Confidence is your strongest weapon against manipulation. Focus on nurturing your inner strength, achieving your personal goals, and celebrating your accomplishments. When you are strong from within, their toxic words and actions will no longer affect you. If all efforts fail, sometimes walking away is the best choice. This is not a defeat, it's a courageous act to protect yourself. Distancing yourself or ending a toxic relationship is the first step to reclaiming control of your life and emotions. In today's video, we hope to have provided you with insights on dealing with narcissistic jealousy and equipping you with strategies to protect yourself. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with friends or loved ones who might need this information. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on future valuable content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.